Hi, this is Beebee. I'm here with my dog Ruby. This is Hustle Cat. I don't know why I forgot, but sometimes a cat is just a cat, and that is all we know. Everything's getting to me, all the more reason to go home and get some sleep. I'm almost home now, but I should figure out what I'm doing for dinner. We just got attacked! We're gonna get rabies! Something just hit my back. Get it off, get it off, get it off! Wait, it's gone? I see the black cat at my feet. What the hell? Damn it, Graves. I don't care if this cat is Graves or not. I'm calling it that until I'm proven wrong. The cat meows at us. The black cat trots off somewhere. Is it just me, or did that sound kind of like someone saying the word meow? Worse than that, it sounded kind of smug. I strongly dislike that. Graves! One of my favorite dumb jokes. I do really like the show The Dragon Prince. I know there's been some fair criticisms against it, but neither here nor there. One of my favorite jokes on that that show is there's this parrot that talks, and there's this part where the parrot just says squawk, and the characters are like, that parrot just said squawk. Anyway, the cat just said meow. It's not funny, but we're keeping it in here because I don't like to edit. So we say maybe it's not him. Maybe I just smell. Sorry. Maybe I just maybe I just smell like cat and attract other cats now. I better get home before I'm jumped by more strays. I run the rest of the way home and slam the door behind me. I can't take this. If my hair wasn't already white, it'd be turning that way. Just call yourself out for being an anime protagonist, why don't you? You're late. Who said that? I look down. Mochi's fat face is looking up at me. Oh, no, 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 I'm not doing this. I mean, you have other things kind of taking up your mental bandwidth right now, but this fucking cat relies on you. Pretty soon, if you are a cat every time you leave the building, you're not going to be able to provide for him. So you better bring him to work with you, is all I'm saying. I dump some kibble in Mochi's bowl, then go to my room and close the door behind me. What if you turned into a cat and got stuck there because you couldn't open the door? I shamble into my pajamas, but when I bundle up my hoodie, I feel a firm, squarish bulge in the pocket. Ew! That's right, the book! Maybe something useful is in here? I start to flip through the book again. There's my name, and there's Hayes. Finley, Mason, Landry, and Reese. This must be a clue of some kind, but I don't know what it's supposed to say. All these words look like they've been written by birds hopping around in ink. I toss my hoodie on the floor and get to work. Maybe I can decipher it? If I hold the book upside down... No. Is there a cipher? Nope. I don't know why I bothered looking. Of course it won't be that easy. I try for another 20 minutes or so, but it's useless. I can't remember. I went through something that was like a method for figuring out ciphers. It was like you start with all of the basic, like very short common words like the and a. And basically if you see a symbol by itself, that's probably either I or a. And so from there you can kind of, if you think it's I or a, look to see if it's in one of the 3-letter words. And if it shows up in the 3-letter words, it's probably a, because then that's probably and. Then you know what N and D are. Yeah. So for example. But anyway, we say, I give up. Frustrated, I drop the book. It hits my hoodie and ungracefully tumbles over. I shuffle them away with my foot and something tumbles out. What is that? It looks like it fell out of the hood. A bookmark? Did I leave that there? Why would I put anything there? I pick it up. It looks like it's got some weird holographic center. It's kind of pretty. I should bring it back to the cafe tomorrow along with that stupid book. I go to tuck the bookmark into it for safekeeping, but... And it works! Hold up! Hold the phone! I can read with this. I don't know how it got there, but it's the key to reading this book. The Hallowed Covenant of Witchery. What? Reese did say something about witches the other day. This might be a good lead to whatever's going on. I settle in with the book and start from the beginning. Were you expecting this anime-ass coffee shop dating sim to be about witches and magic? If you did, good job. Because I did not. I've been doing this for days now. I wake up, go to work, come home, lose myself in the grimoire, and barely make it to bed right before the sun comes back up. I got distracted because there's an accidental comma between wake and up. Lather, rinse, repeat. And we haven't turned into a cat yet? Avery says, listen to me. I'm calling the thing a listen to me. I'm calling the thing a grimoire now. I can't stop reading this dang book. Or mumbling to myself, I guess. But seriously, there's all this stuff about witches, covens, powers. I've never seen anything like it. Sometimes I don't even understand the words on the page, but they make me feel strange when I read. Powerful, I guess. Like if I keep going, they'll suddenly click into place and I'll learn something unknowable. It's getting to me, though. I feel haggard, and my coworkers have pointed out that I'm getting some wicked bags under my eyes. That's rude. I haven't told them about the book. I bet they think I've just been up playing video games or something. Mochi meows at us. What's with you? You're so friendly lately. Since when do you sit in laps? They do say that some witches get familiars. No, that's ridiculous. I'm getting ahead of myself here. She's a cat and a witch. Sorry, that's a very... What? It's a reference to an anime that's very, very bad and not recommended. I'm not becoming a witch. I have been trying some of the stuff in the book out, though. Just a bit. You can't blame me for that. Hear me out, but I think I managed to move a cola can with magic. Maybe it was balanced weirdly or something and fell on its own, but it felt like it worked. That's how Matilda started. I've definitely been reading this gibberish book for too long. I should stretch my legs or something, right, Mochi? The cat's like, why? Why do they make? They have the cat's like direct dialogue. Not this cat is not meowing. It's saying specifically this sound. See, even Mochi agrees, and he hates exercise. Oh, okay, this is a different alley. Hey, it's actually pretty early. Reading a dusty tome all night actually reset my sleep schedule to a normal one. I'm gonna celebrate with some coffee, breakfast, and a nice walk. When did I become a coffee drinker anyway? It's not bad at all now that I've gotten used to it. The stuff I drink is actually a real shade of tan now, almost. My palate is refining every day. I just kind of want a big old cheese Danish or something too. There's that corner store down the road. I've been in there for a lot of stuff and their breakfast pastries look really good. I could also just stop by the cafe. It's closed for customers today, but I bet someone's hanging around who could make me a nice fancy coffee or something. Sorry about that if there's like a little jump in the music or like the sound quality there. Got interrupted by a phone call, but we're good. Let's see. Let's go to the corner store because there's someone we want to see. You know what? I eat at the cafe all the time now. Why not get some variety? This place is really cute and handy. I'm not really a grocery shopping kind of person, but if I was, I'd do it here. The snacks are choice, and the little bakery window behind the counter has some surprisingly delicious donuts. I think the owner makes them himself. The owner's a real gruff guy. I bet he's the type that gets favorite customers and warms up to them. All I know is I'm not one of those favorites yet. He's at the counter reading the paper right now. He somehow manages to spare me a glance as I approach, but goes back to the sports section while I pour myself a cup of coffee. Good morning! He says, It sure is starting to get cold out, isn't it? You want donuts or what? Boy, he reminds me of a certain surly chef. Yeah, a chocolate and jelly donut, please. Hee hee, jelly donut. He turns to pluck the donuts from the display case, and that's when I see it. Her, to be precise. The scraggly orange cat curled up and sleeping on top of an overturned milk crate down by the owner's feet. That's... Mason? The old man didn't hear me, but the cat sure did. Her eyes fly wide open and her pupils shrink to the size of a paper cut. I start to mouth, "What are you doing here?" to her, but she's having none of this. Her crooked tail puffs up to twice its size and thrashes wildly around behind her. Even as a cat, her stare is intimidating. Ruby, I know it's her, and I know if I don't shut up, she's gonna come at me. Here's your donuts. What'd you do to my cat? We say nothing. I think she just doesn't like the way I look or something. Anyway, bye. I leave the money on the counter and make a hasty retreat. What a nightmare. How weird. I didn't expect Mason. Who the fuck is that? I didn't expect Mason, of all people, to be some store mascot. Something weird is going on here. I hope it's not so weird I can't go there anymore. This donut is delicious. I decide to head over to the cafe for a bit. I hope they won't get on my case about having outside food. I kind of think they won't really care, though. Mason is probably the only one who would give me grief about that, and well, too late now. When I get there, I already see some movement inside. Normally, I'd be weirded out by people hanging out at work on their day off, but cat curse and all, I get it. Hayes opens the door for me. It looks like he's the only one here right now, actually. I see him glance down at the coffee in my hand. Where'd you get that coffee? From the corner store a few blocks away. It's on my way here. You could have come here, he says. He looks a little disdainful. I kind of like knowing that such a shy guy has a bit of a snobby side, though. There's something hiding in that shelf, for sure. Are you gonna crack him open, Avery? I sit in my favorite spot in the big circle couch and take a big old sip of my coffee. I could sit here all day. Maybe I will. Hey! Landry says, "Oh, Avery, you're here early." We said, "Yeah, I thought I'd come see what everybody's doing. I've been cooped up in my house too long." Landry says, "It's good to see you. I'll be around doing some handiwork, but let me know if you need anything." We say, "Oh, don't worry about me. It sounds like you'll be busy enough." There's the door again. "Hello, hello!" "So, Avery, what breed are you? Do you know yet?" Excuse me? Cat, I mean. Sorry, is it still a sensitive subject? No. Nothing's happened to me since the day I grew the whisker. I figured it'd take more time. Landry says, "That's strange. I turned in about a week." Finley says, "Yeah, me too." Hayes nods from the other couch. This wouldn't be the first time. Avery's slow on the uptake. Fucking Reese, too? Everybody's here! Were you just standing there waiting for a chance to say something like that? Reese says, "Of course not. He totally was." They're right, though. Playing with that book has made me totally forget about the curse. Why haven't I seen any changes since then? Finley says, "Well, I'm gonna do some laundry. Let me know whenever you find out. I'm betting you'll be a silver tabby or something pretty like that." We say, "I hope the type of cat I become is still a person." Reese rolls his eyes and flops down on the long row of seats to the side of the cafe. He settles in with a spiral-bound sketchbook. Finley picks up a large bag and trundles towards the stairs. "Is there a laundry machine up there?" "Yeah, in Graves' apartment. He lets us do laundry there for free." "As he should, because you can't exactly do it anywhere else." "Wait, Graves lives here?" "Yeah, duh. The 3rd floor is his apartment." "Shouldn't we see him, like, all the time? He's basically a ghost as is." Landry says he's usually out until really late at night and leaves pretty early in the morning. "I don't think he sleeps." We say, "I bet he sleeps in a fancy coffin." The fucking shade, Avery. The shade. Landry says, "I just mean he's really busy. He takes care of all the administrative stuff for the cafe, after all." We say, What's the layers within that Landry says, "I better get to work. That ramp isn't going to build itself, after all." Landry gives me a little wave and then disappears into the back. He's back a few minutes later with hands full of lumber and rolls of carpet, or a roll of carpet. So that's why all the stuff was in the basement. He says, "Sorry, this might get a bit noisy in here." We say, "That's no problem." Reese says, "I suppose if you must." Fucking Reese. They all go back to work. A few minutes later, I hear Finley. I peek up at the balcony and she's fiddling with a laptop or something. Everybody seems to be keeping themselves busy. Maybe I should help one of them? But on the other hand, I'm not getting paid for it, so... Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Landry's route, and then I saved, and so what we're gonna do is after we do Landry's route, if people want, I can go back and do Mason's from here, I think. But if not, then just, oh well. Well, let's go see what Landry's up to. What's Landry hammering over there? He said something about a ramp? "What's up?" we ask. "Oh, Avery! Just making some adjustments at the cafe for some newcomers." "Oh, cool! Let me help!" "You don't have to do that." "I don't, but I'm gonna." I would not get in his fucking way. Landry says, "Ha ha." He laughs, but he keeps on doing what he's doing. I guess that's his way of saying no. There's gotta be something I can do. Make sure no cat comes over while I'm working. I don't want them trying to play on this until we get all the carpeting on. This one looks different than the others. The ramp is cute, but do you think they need it? Landry says, "Graves asked me to install these. He said he's bringing in a kitten with hypoplasia." We say, "Oh, what's that?" He says it's a condition some cats are born with that affects their coordination. I don't want the little guy to get hurt trying to jump up on these platforms, so I'm going to add some ramps to my structures. That's so nice! We are up on time, I think. There's been a couple cuts, so I'm not positive, but thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Don't get sick. Bye, 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 bye.